Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, ha, ha, ha.
Oh yeah, we get in the morning and set up the band gear, and we'll make sure all the microphones and everything are in place. Then my monitor guy is going to go through and make sure that there's no feedback, and he's going to EQ stuff so that it sounds good and gets loud for the guys on stage, because they're competing with Marshall amps, you know, cymbals. Drummer hits really hard. That stuff's got to be pretty loud for them to hear themselves well. So that's what he's working on when he's EQing. You see all that EQing he's doing? He's just ringing it out, is what we call it, making it as loud as it can be without it feeding back.
Hey, 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 hey.
Into the mic. So the squeaks and stuff aren't, you know, that you always hear, aren't really supposed to be there.
Hey, 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 hey.
My name's Warren Fambro. I'm front of house sound for the tour. I know what we need to have in place when we get there. After that, once we get here, it's just about hooking it up and making it all work every day. You kind of go through the same motions every day, so it gets down to a science in a way. The first day, we will set up and put stuff in place and mark it so that the exact same microphones go in the exact same spots. Even if they're the same types, we'll put them in the same position. And the same cable is used, and the same everything, so that every day it's exactly the same stuff. If something changes over time, or if a microphone gets hit and starts sounding a little different, one correction corrects it for the whole tour. We just try to replicate everything every day by doing it exactly the same every day. Plus, it eliminates a lot of confusion, you know, because this exact same thing goes in the exact place. It's so hard. But we have plenty of people to help us every day. We'll have a crew of probably 8 people helping us load our gear in and get it in position. Like I was saying, everything's marked, so all I got to do is tell the guys where things need to go, and we'll set it in place. It can be hard if you're doing stuff for the one show. When we're rolling in a tour like this, it's a lot easier actually, because we're doing it all over and over again. And all they have to do is tell the local guys, you know, lift this, put it here, you know, take that away, that kind of thing.
These are ACLs, short for aircraft landing lights. Very thin, very punchy beam of light. Obviously, they are used normally for aircraft landing lights. We use them for entertainment, but mainly effect lighting. That rock and roll, fingers of light type thing. That's what that is.
I miss my kid terribly. He wants to be just like me, so he wants to do this when we're home and doing it around the house. You know, I try to get him out to the local things that are going on, we're working on, and he'll help me, you know, and let him push to the faders a little bit. It's great life because you get to travel. You don't get to see too much but the inside of another building, but the travel's the hardest part. You know, you do that, you go do your gig, it's pretty fun, really. But you can't, as a kid I got into it and I just busted my back, you know, messed myself up pretty good. That's the part that's no fun. Don't get into this business, whatever you do. The retirement's awful. They just stopped calling. Don't get in this business. I'm just kidding.
family and all that. I miss my family a lot. It's pretty rewarding being in new places all the time and getting to know some new people on the road. It's really, I mean, we do make a lot of friends out here, and that's always nice. There's actually playing my instrument every day, you know, for several hours a day, which is actually nice, a refreshing change, because I don't really get to play as much when I'm at home. I do some vocal work, and I do some teaching. I don't really get to play like this, so that part is nice. It's nice having your meals decided for you every day. That way you know exactly, because when I'm home with my family, I'm always like, wow, what am I going to make for dinner? What am I going to make for lunch? So that part's nice. Just gets, you know, you just miss your friends and family at home.
This is a show full of hits because we've got one backing band. We don't have set changes to deal with, so it's a night just full of music. And, you know, most artists are playing 4 or 5 songs, maybe 6 or 7, I think, for a couple of them. And we're just banging out the biggest hits that they had, you know. So it's a night full of fun, really.
Bemidji, Minnesota, thank you all. You've been a great audience, we appreciate it. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org. If you have segment ideas pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund by the vote of the people on November 4th, 2008.